Hi folks, this is Marcia Devine, and I wanted to give you some ideas on how you can present your work. Uh, for most drawing assignments, whether they be in a drawing class, life drawing, or perspective, you're either photographing or scanning your work. Once you have your work on your computer, you can bring it into Photoshop. And in Photoshop, there are a couple of things you could do to enhance the presentation. The first is sometimes there's an overcast tone to the image, and so you might want to go to Adjustments and Desaturate, which would take any color out of the overall design, okay, and puts it into grayscale. Then you go to Image and Adjustments and look at the levels and determine how best the drawing matches the actual original work. Okay, you're looking at a digital copy of your work, and so you want to make sure that you're getting, obviously that's too dark, but you're getting the most similar in terms of contrast and shading and things like that. And so you have these adjustment guides here that help with that. Um, One of the things I often see is that this white space where the paper is sometimes too dark. Can't get that in this one, but so I'm telling you, you go ahead and make the adjustments so that you're comfortable that the image on the screen looks most like your actual drawing. Then you say OK, and it'll stay that way. Um, The next thing to do is to look at how you present this. So you would take Image and go to Canvas Size, and we want to add a little bit of canvas around this drawing. So we'll do 1 inch in every direction, which would add 2 to the width. So we'll make that 13, and it'll also add 2 to the height, so we make that 10. Now our original picture is the blank square in this diagram here, and you could move that around if you wanted just space on the top and sides. Here, if you wanted space on the sides and bottom, uh, space on the one section. For us, we want to make sure that our image is centered, so we're going to do this. You can change the background to be a grayscale, a black, or a white. I recommend that you choose white or gray, and be consistent about that through all of your work here at the Art Institute, and then you'll have images that are ready for your portfolio. So that's something that I would recommend. So let's just go with white for now, and you can see that here. You could also pick here and choose any custom color that you wanted and say OK. And you can see how that has put space around our image. The next thing that I would do is that I would take the text tool and I would write name. Let's do this. Let's type full name, date, year, and assignment or title. And when we're doing this, I would highlight this, and I'm going to write justify this. And then I can click on my arrow tool and align the name, the date, and the assignment title with the edge of the actual drawing, still leaving some space. Now, you could go back and go to Canvas Size, move the image up, and let's just add a 1/2 inch here to the bottom space, and that gives us a little bit more margin at the bottom after you place the name, so the name doesn't have to be right on top of the picture. You don't want to show your name on the actual drawing itself. You want to be consistent. Standard practice is to put the name in the lower right hand corner, so this is what I would recommend. So you'd have your full name, the date with the year, and an assignment name or the title of your work in this lower right-hand corner. You'd have a nice even margin, and the margin should be on the same width at the top and on each side. It can be a little bit deeper on the bottom, and that presents your work in a much more professional, consistent manner. It is always possible to take the rectangle tool and outline your work. Let me go a little farther. Let me get rid of that one. I'll start here. And you can see I made it black, but I really want to make an outline. So I could outline the image like that to kind of frame it, and that sets it up looking very professional, clean, and you'll find that as you look at your classmates' artwork in your courses, that sometimes the most well-executed piece is not as well presented, and it therefore doesn't look as good as a piece that is a nice quality, but maybe not to the same level, but is presented much better. So presentation is extremely important. In many of our assignments, you'll see a post for the criteria of the presentation. And when we're talking presentation, this is the type of thing we look for. Margin space around the work, name, date, year, and assignment title. We also look for clean work, so it doesn't look like it's been crumpled up or smudged a lot, but this is the look that we're looking for with presentation. If you have any questions at any time on this, you're certainly welcome to post them in questions for the professor in any of my classes. Okay? All right. I hope this helps you, and I look forward to seeing your work in a nice presentation.